with these tankier front lines from Team Malaysia.
Yep, Team Malaysia going to be sticking to the roots here. They are going to go full tank jungle straight from the get-go. Team Malaysia is going to go in for the mirror matchup. Boxer versus Akai. This is going to be the way to go. And I'm looking forward to see how Team Laos handles this situation, because as of now, they are going to be ready to head off into its game number 1 in this final series so far. The final BO2 of day number 1 in the group stages. And I'm looking forward to see how it all goes down. Who is it going to be? Who is going to make it into as the top 2 in Group A? Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, this is going to be Team Laos going up against Malaysia, with Team Laos on the blue side and Team Malaysia on the red side.
All right, the Land of Dawn. We return once again to witness the battle between these two teams. Correct me if I am wrong, but Malaysia should only need to win one game to actually qualify for the semifinals, right?
Exactly. They only need one game to qualify into the semifinals, and regardless of them winning or tying the series against Laos, they are pretty much guaranteed in towards the semifinals. So I'm looking forward to see it happen as of now, but it is going to be happening as well, because here comes the hook from Zorn to try and isolate the fight against Nano Ship. Can they capitalize the situation? Harassment is there, but it's not going to be enough for Mace. However, in a little bit of trouble, as he's going to be forced to sprint away into safety and risk being eliminated from the first bloods.
Yeah, just a little bit unfortunate for Team Malaysia. Chiku could have actually followed up onto that hook on Nano Ship, but he ended up not being able to jump over the wall with Shield Unity, which meant that they weren't able to follow up on that kill.
Yep, I definitely agree. Meanwhile, this is actually happening. We can see that Viston is going to be farming very, very efficiently. Zorn looking for the invades on towards the reset. Unfortunately, doesn't seem to happen, but he will get the focus on towards Nano Ship again. And this time, he's not going to be able to escape this, considering the initial sprint has been used again. And Zorn doing a fantastic job. And now, as you can see, Lexi has been using the heavy spin for now, but Chiku doesn't really care.
Yeah, Chiku is very strong right now. Iron Hook gonna find him again. No bloody hunt though. So Team Malaysia not gonna follow up on that.
Yep, seems like Malaysia is going to have a very, very decent lead as of yet. Rather early to the game, considering the first blood they've gotten, especially in the hands of Chiku, the jungler from the side of Team Malaysia.
Yep, speaking of the jungler on the side of Team Malaysia, Chiku already on top of the turtle. And Formace gonna be delaying Jasmine. Actually, might get taken out here. They do take the turtle. Formace able to juke away from the Paquito. And that means that Jasmine is now the one completely out of position. Free kill going over to Chiku.
Yep, there's nothing he could have done in the situation. Laos, however, going to be getting a full blading on the top side. And Lexi is going to be bursted down, as Momo as well as Zorn is going to be enough to chunk his way through. Beautiful stuff coming from Team Malaysia as they continue to pull the lead in terms of economy. Meanwhile, mid lane, Moon uncontested so far. But before that, let's take a look at a quick itemization as well. Very, very quick Molten Essence up on the Masha as well as Chiku on that box. Yeah.
You can see that Chiku is already farming up quite quickly. Momo as well, already hitting that 2k net worth mark pretty early on into the game. Laos so far has not been doing a very good job of avoiding this early game aggression from Malaysia. And honestly, it's hard to blame them when you have both the Baxia and the Franco just constantly invading your jungle.
Yeah, look at the aggression coming from Team Malaysia. They want to close up as quickly as they can. It is getting late both in Vietnam as well as in Malaysia. But look at this, the big cat coming from Wu as well as Chiku will be on the receiving end on the sides as he picks him off. And that's going to be another kill in the hands of Momo as Team Malaysia gets a very early 2k lead. And just like that, Zorn will be forced to sacrifice his life, but for the greater cause, Team Malaysia is going to come up on top.
Yeah, but he really didn't need to do that. He was just flexing on Laos. They're flickering forward, trying to get the hook onto Nano Ship in the bush, knowing that he wasn't able to get it and already recognizing that, whoops, well, I'm dead. And he just doesn't care.
Yep, I definitely agree. Meanwhile, Team Malaysia, you see this as well. Moon gets a nice combo onto his Lexi, but it is not going to be enough damage. They need the rest of the team. Nano Ship, however, a little bit of awkward position. Gas hooked back, gas chain CC. There's nothing this Popo Gobo can do out of the situation.
Zorn actually ends up poking him out of the windstorm there, but it doesn't matter because Malaysia is just completely running away with this game. Jack gonna get chased down by Formaze now. Jasmine trying to save him, but it's not enough.
Wow.
Iron Hook lands on the Paquito as well, right into the bloody hunt. Malaysia is just absolutely dumpstering Laos in this early game.
Yeah, that was a pretty cheese strat, but you know, as long as the hook lands, all is well. And oh, he actually stole. Oh my goodness, Zorn. He He actually sold the minion. Oh my goodness, that is not what you're looking for onto a Team Laos. And oh, I feel so bad. That is just a slow and painful torture at this stage of the game.
For those of you who may not be aware, Zorn here in Malaysia is referred to as the king of emotes. I don't think I need to explain why that is the case. And right now, Team Malaysia are just working on destroying Laos's mental state by just constantly taunting in their faces. Jack's in a lot of trouble now.
Zorn holding in with the ultimate as well. They are going to go for the receive again. Nice stun coming from Momo. JVCK making the run. The hook comes in from Zorn. Not going to be able to connect. But Team Laos, they are going to go for the disengage. Chiku says the Toys for Son is available. Do they want to overextend? But seeing how low Moon is, they don't want to risk it. So that's going to be the reset coming in. Team Malaysia will settle with the tier 1 instead, as Momo will slowly chip away, as Team Laos will concede the top side of the lane.
Malaysia is just completely overrunning the map right now. They have full map control, just roaming around with Chiku and Zorn to secure kills. And then we can see that the rest of the team is doing a good job of holding their lanes as well. Right now, the tower count is 1-1, but Malaysia are 4K ahead in terms of net worth.
Agreed. Seems like Chiku is going to be rotating his way through to prioritize on his buffs, while the rest of Team Laos is going to be getting for lane control. However, Nano Shiv, again, getting caught out on the combos from Moon is going to force him to recall back into his base. And that is not looking good for him. However, Zon looking for the flicker plays as well, but doesn't seem to connect. Tried to style himself. Unfortunately, not going to happen. You can even see a little bit of celebrity, I would say, slap from Moon, saying that, hey, you're messing around too much, Zorn.
You can literally see him smiling on the player cam here. Viston being forced to flicker forward as now Formaze gets cut out by Koopa, but the knockup on Nanoship, chunking out a lot of HP. This is a 4v2 situation, and Laos needs to back off, but Zorn gets the iron hook into the bloody hunt. The rest of Team Malaysia not even gonna follow up because they know that that's a guaranteed kill.
Oh, Zorn just doing a fantastic job in that situation, and on top of it, you can see they are going to go for the fight. The rest of Team Laos going for the heavy spin to zone the fight, and Team Malaysia fully disengaged. They don't really lose out too much in this trade at all. All they got to do is just continue to farm, and eventually Team Laos is not going to be able to do too much.
Well, I feel like we're already in a position where Team Laos can't really do too much. They do find out Chiku, but he's fine. Gets the hook onto Jasmine, and he gets the double knockout strike, but he doesn't survive for long. Another kill going over to Moon. Meanwhile, Formaze already in the back line as the Windstorm gonna pick up yet another double kill going over to Moon. They even get the bloody hunt to keep Formaze alive. A 4-for-0 trade.
Oh, that was a beautiful catch coming from Moon as well. Using Formaze as a distraction. Everyone from Team Laos was focusing on him, but while they were focusing on Formaze, Moon was secretly looking for the right angles to get that big wombo combo, and that is just beautiful stuff coming from Team Malaysia.
We are only 8 minutes into the game, and Malaysia is already 13 kills to 1. And 8k net worth lead. We can just see in terms of items, in terms of farm, they are way ahead. And this is going to be a very difficult deficit for Laos to come back from. They need to buy as much time as possible for Piston and Nanochi.
Agreed. Meanwhile, as they are going to be playing a little bit slow, Formaze does have a decent amount of items. Both Sky Guardian, Oven, and Brute Force Breastplate available for him. He is going to go for the standard builds rather than the Force Buy of Sky Guardian Helmet for a little bit more of a utilitarian playstyle. Team Malaysia looks like they are going to force the issue, and guess what? That is going to be Nanoship being picked off, and Team Malaysia immediately gets a freebie.
Zorn is just playing at maximum output right now. I don't know if his hooks have been more accurate or the members of Team Laos just haven't been able to avoid it as well as other teams. But it is proving to be a huge problem. Malaysia are now just running away with this game, constantly pushing up the lanes. We can see they're even focusing on objectives as well. Chiku on top of the Lord.
Yep. Zorn now going to be going for a bait as well, trying to force reactions coming from Team Laos. And Team Laos looks like they can't exactly do too much. Zorn is just standing there saying hello to their fellow compadres, as Team Laos is not going to be able to do too much in this situation.
Yeah, they just get the tower for free and they walk away. Formaze using Thunderclap on too easy for Lexi, forcing out the heavy spin to get away. And now they're getting another Windstorm, nearly taking a Nanoship, but Iron Hook gonna find the Paquito mega kill. They find the kill onto Piston as well in the back line.
Yep. And as of now, here comes the hook as well. Lexi doesn't have the heavy spin. Might actually die, but Moon will not be able to chain stun in time as his skills was on cooldown. So that's going to be Team Malaysia coming on top with 10k network advantage. But as soon as it is out of cooldown, he gets another pick, and that is going to be Jack is going to be taken out. Now the heavy spin does come in from the side. Lexi trying to get a freebie onto his 4 mace. He is going to die, but Team Malaysia will get the inhibitor for the expense of his 4 mace's life.
And 4 mace sacrificing himself for the inhibitor tower there is definitely worth it. Another iron hook. Bloody hunt on too easy for Lexi. They don't have enough. No, they do have enough damage. Momo gets the kill. Jasmine now in trouble. Going to be able to dash over the wall. But another hook flickering backwards, forcing the flicker out of Jasmine as well. Zorn is just having the time of his life.
I've never seen so many hooks consistently time and time again coming in from Team Malaysia. The confidence coming from them is just unreal. But before that, let's take a look at the items real quick coming from all the teams so far. Seems like we are going to be expecting a potential War Axe or Queen Wing purchase up on 4 mace. Whereas from Franco as well, Zorn looking to go for a potential Thunderbelt, I guess.
Most of Team Malaysia is already completing their 3rd or 4th item, and Laos are only on their 2nd. They are so far behind. The Lord will be quite easily cleared up, but Malaysia wants the inhibitor towers. They're going to be able to take the bottom one. 4 mace just trying to push up the lane up top side. Zorn out of position here, but Windstorm doing massive damage to Nanoship, and Jasmine torn apart. Memory will secure the kill onto the Harley, as now Malaysia are just breathing down the crystal. They are going for it. They don't care that you're ending the game in perhaps the quickest game here in the 31st SEA Games.
Yep, this is the fastest game we've seen so far, and it's going to be done by Team Malaysia with a very, very overwhelming performance in this game against Team Laos. Beautiful stuff coming from Malaysia, but with this game victory against Team Laos, they're pretty much secured for the semi-finals for tomorrow as the 2nd seed of Group A.
It does basically confirm that, and that does mean that we're going to be seeing Malaysia go up against